screen up so you guys can see it all in high resolution goodness. Now, quick little roster rundown here. For the Anexis side, we have Bocco, Stormy, Future, Zycox, and KZ Star. For Infused, we have Leonidas, Kexstar, Alpha, Kazim, and Leaf. For people that don't know who Leonidas is, or Leonida at the moment, that's Killzex, or Leo, or pretty much any one of the three he prefers to go by at the moment. Now, Crash, of course, with Infused on the defending side. Do you think it's really going to matter sides on this one, or do you really think it's going to come down to which team is just actually better?
I think it's extremely even on this map. I think you always feel a little bit more comfortable on defense, but against someone like Anexis, you can never be too comfortable. So, either way.
So, as true as fashion is, I'm going to be taking it away with scopes. Hex has got that B-long peak. Is he going to take it though? Yes, no. Smoke's going up. Alpha playing strong with that AK. Of course, Alpha has been making a row recently with that AK. Really coming up big. We saw 1 versus 3 the other night. I was about to say versus Epicom, but I don't think it was them. It was another team. 4 versus 5 at the moment. Anexis 1 man down. Future is going to decide to push up here. Oh, spotted KZM towards back A. Unable to close it off though. Leaf sitting with that Deagle just waiting. And it seems he's being held back at the moment. His team telling him to sit in a bit. Just figure out how the first round's going to go. And figure out how Anexis are going to play. Of course, both of these teams, and being the first one, they're going to be playing slow, just trying to find out where the enemy plays. Stormy sitting top blue. Yeah, he's going to have one pushing up towards his left. He can expect it by now in the round. And does land the shot there onto Kazian, picks up that SMG. Leaf is now the only one left in A. And we see Leaf's discipline paying off as his teammate drops. Stormy spots one top hardware and lower hardware. Leaf comes out with that Eagle, takes out KZ Star. Stormy's your last man standing. He has got the bomb with him. But I don't think that's going to help him right about now, as he is going to be going up against Kex and Alpha towards his B side. Can he land any other shots now? Pushing down with that SMG. He's going to come up against Alpha. He's just around the corner. He knows where Kex is. Oh, it's Leonidas in the end. Coming up there for his team, and he will shut down Stormy 1-0 in favour of Infused.
And I'm going to have to see what the Anexis SMG is going to do there, because it didn't seem to make much of an impact on the game. We do have Future and Bocco repping the SMG, and Future trying to make his way through that mid-area, but doesn't seem to drop the initial grenades of Infused. So he's had a little bit of a luck there, peeks off the helicopter, not seeing it. He does spot one on the bin, doesn't manage to land the frag, and Leaf will pick it up on that form once again. Leaf dropping these top level players, Stormy picking up one for himself, and he's going to tip for tap between Infused and Anexis here, but Bocco does have some sort of hold on that front A area, just restricting that peak for the Infused team, but no real sight has been pushed as yet. But following Bocco here into that A house, he's in the direction, waiting for someone to peek him and pick up the frag, but Leaf will storm out onto mid, does pick up one, but finally does get dropped by Bocco with the revenge frag, and it is pretty much even, but finally Infused really come out of the gates there and pick up 2 for himself, and it's all on KZ Star, who's making his way into the A bomb, does one on the bomb, but does manage to land the frag initially, does jump around the corner, tags him up, does manage to finish him off, and sees him just finishing that round out for the Infused team.
It seems the focus these two SMGs have working on A side is really stopping Anexis getting in there. Leaf and Kazim working brilliantly together. Team play definitely showing through as they pretty much deny Anexis the opportunity to get in. And we go Kexstar taking out Future with the nade. Zykox trying to push up mid, does take out Alpha, peaks out a little bit too much on that BLE. And now we see Anexis trying to take an opportunity here on mid. Kexstar takes out Leaf, Kexstar with a reply on Stormy. Now, Zykox with a brilliant peek. They're grabbing a second of the round as he takes out Leonidas. It is Kexstar who is there on sandbags. Now he's going to try and have to find a 1 versus 3. Pull one out the bag. But at the moment, doesn't seem to be going his way. Does drop down, and Zykox is going to grab his third of the run. Nice little hat trick there for him. As his slow turtle, well, no, I wouldn't say turtle, but he pushed forward. You know, got some cover, got a kill. Pushed forward, got cover, got a kill. Yeah, very solid play, so well deserved from him.
But I'm going to have to see what Infused are doing this round, because they seem to have lost that little bit of discipline that they've been holding on to in A, and they made the stupid peaks that really did cost them that round. So following Sanjay here, which is Cesium, making his way into that A bomb site, trying to see if any Nexus player has snuck in past the two players, but it does seem as though there is one in the midst in A, and a few frags dropping for the Infused team. One picking up a nade kill onto Bucko and another onto KZ Star, but there is that danger man in the A bomb side, which is Future. He does mess up the frag almost, but does drop Sanjay in the end, and that sees him down and out, opening that A bomb side up for Anexis, and the bomb is going down, but it is a 2-on-4, and Future making his way to top A, trying to hold the stairs at all costs and deny the Infused team that access, but it does seem as though Leaf has made his way into the A bomb, trying to scope out that player he knows is around the corner. Is he going for the full defuse? I think he is, and Alpha's covering with all his might, and this actually might work. And
explosives diffused.
There we go, that's another round towards Infuse, and that's a little bit sloppy from Anexis there.
It was. I mean, I really expected Future to go for the plant, you know, towards blue. He knew his teammate was there. He knew he could have just gotten that down and let his teammate, you know, who had 4 walls around him, at least take some of the flak there. But no, he seems to try to utilize only himself to defend that bomb site. Didn't work out that well. Kexar grabbing another nade kill. And we'll see Future dropping once again. These SMGs just being stopped in whatever they attempt to do at the moment. See Kazium still holding towards that bottom end. It seems like a solid defense. Leaf watching that FPS gem. Kazium's watching the back. And as long as those two fall, it's virtually impossible to get into that A side. Kazium grabbing the frag onto Boko. And you'd think after the amount of rounds that Kazium has been there, his teammates would call it. And that seems not, and Boko will drop. Now Stormy running away from the bomb site. We're going to see if he can maybe find a frag here on B and open up his opportunities. But we will still see Leonidas alive, and he will be the one picking off Stormy as he walks on B link. And I'm going to have to agree with you that it's kind of sloppy play coming out from Anexis. It's just like they, you know, as soon as someone drops, they don't really know what to do.
That slow push from the Anexis team doesn't seem to be making much leeway for the 5 boys here, because they just don't seem to be getting those opening kills that normally open up these bomb sites. You know, the Infused team so cautious and careful, but we do see Boko and Sanjay exchanging frags for both teams, and CZM picking up one for himself, and it does even out a little, but Stormy says hell no, and he picks up one for himself. Finally, Anexis have a slight advantage. Zikox one for himself, and Kexstar, fantastic shot on Stormy, just cutting him right down to size, and there's a 2-on-2, but the bomb has gone down in A, and that is down to the work of Zikox, who's holding dear the A side, but he has been spotted by Leonidas and does get dropped, and there's one Future here, 2 players up against him, which is, I believe, Leonidas and Kex. Kex dropped first, and now all on to Leonidas. And Leonidas with a fantastic deagle, as per usual. The man who is renowned for the work with that gun. Unbelievable. Didn't really deserve that kill, but he picked it up anyway.
He definitely deserved that kill. He was walking up with his teammate. They were working together and grabbed that frag.
Wow.
But I mean, Zikox was really in such a bad position there. He
Very much
really couldn't do much to get out of that one. Now, do we see a Foss spawn here from one of the SMGs on the next side? We do. Zygox taking up that front spot, going to run with that SMG, and he's going to get out a nade. And doesn't seem... Oh, he fails his nade. He needs to call that to his teammates before he gets a team kill. Casey started taking out Kexstar. Kexstar, I think for the first time, dropping to an early frag now. And now Leonidas taking out Boko. And once again, we kind of have an unsure A push coming out from Anexis. They got 2 players towards A, 2 sitting towards mid to keep the B options available. Stormy with a nade in, and that's going to take out the AK towards B side, but Alpha's still there, and he can by any means clean that one up. And Kazium, actually playing it very smart, has changed up his position. Of course, sitting in the same spot the whole time is just going to mean that the enemy knows where you are. And it seems he's even given Leaf the chance to sit all the way back towards that back A. Kazium spotting Stormy walking through mid, and it looks like he's going to go for that peek on T-Wall, and if he's not careful, his player walking into the door right now. It is Future going down. It's all on Stormy. He's got the bomb. There is one just below him as he looks away. Someone walks into bottom hardware. There's an SMG towards that low sandbag side. Off to his right, does take out Leaf. There is another player waiting for him though. Pre-aims a spot, and my word, if Alpha was standing up, his head would have been taken off. Now Stormy moving on to that bomb site, going to go for the fake. Alpha's going to peek run, has spotted Stormy, he's going to call it to his teammate. He needs to wait for his teammate to reinforce him. He does need to take this one on his own. He's going to be falling back. He's going to be hoping that he gets some cover from this little wall, and it is going to work out for him, and he does take out Stormy. But a simple play like that, I can tell you so many AKs now would have tried to take that opportunity and just try and get the frag. But instead, he fell back. He knew he had his teammate that could come cover him, and then came out on top of that situation. But yeah, 6-1 to Infused at the moment.
Indeed, Infused do seem to be running away with this, but finally Anexis have broken that A defense here. They've finally got a player in there a little was uncontested, and that Cesium down, and also Leaf opening up that A bomb site, and all the Infused players are held so far back by defending the B in mid-area, and we do have Leonidas finally making his way towards the A bomb, but decides not to go there as it may be a little too risky, and makes his way through mid, but the bomb has gone down for the Anexis team, and it's all on the game sense of Leonidas, Cesium and Alpha, it seems. I'm not 100% sure on that. No, it's actually Kexto who's actually in the A bomb site, making his way up Wooden, trying to find one of the people who are waiting for him, and Zikox will find him and takes him down. And I'm going to watch Stormy in this A bomb site with Deagle in hand, see what he can do, but Leonidas will come out on top of the Deagle battle there. Leonidas will drop to the gun of Stormy, and it's all on Alpha. But Stormy goes for the leap out the window, but will not succeed in taking him down. But Alpha will pick up the defuse in another round towards the Infused team.
Diffused.
Right, I do apologise for my microphone there, guys. I realised it went a little bit staticky, so Pansy, feel free to interrupt me if my microphone does it again.
But I enjoy it.
But anyways, yeah, I mean, that round, Stormy, I question, why did he go out the doorway? He had the stairway right next to him, he knew the player was coming up with him, he had the bomb to stand behind Hell, even if that needed it. There's 15 seconds left on the clock, he needed to stall a couple of seconds, if that. And just couldn't do it, and it's just those little errors that are really starting to pile up against the Anexis side. Oh, but Anexis looking strong this round as they push into this A side. Kexstar landing a frag as he takes out Future on that bomb site. And now Kexstar, here's the bomb going down. He's not going to take a shot, he's going to wait to see where the player's going to go. Stormy taking out Leonidas. Now Kexstar is all on his own, and he will be finished off by Bocco's Deagle.
I think the key to this game is really breaking that A defense, which is being absolutely held to a T by Cesium and Leaf here, really locking that team play down. But I'm going to have to see what Cesium has up his sleeve here, as he might be going for a mid push. I'm not sure. He's dropped the fast nade towards that mid area, flashes out, but backs off from that idea and goes back to the disciplined A hold here with Leaf, his teammate. But the Anexis seem to go for more of a mid split and have pushed those arches and those pillars, but KZ Star will pick up the frag onto Alpha, really cutting that mid defense in half. But it is a 4-on-4 situation, so it's up for grabs this round, and the Anexis team really have taken that mid area over, really holding back the Infused side. But Leaf will finally break that stalemate with a frag with his own onto Future. SMG action, Bocco leaping out onto Leonidas, and we are left in a 3-on-2, but Stormy taking it away even further there with the Deagle frag onto Leaf, and it seems as though that A defense is being slowly but surely worn down, and Bocco trying to get in next. He knows the bomb's waiting for him, but he can't quite get hold of it. Does tag the player up back A, which I do believe will be Cesium, and Stormy does spawn with this scope, but does manage to land the frag. Cesium just holding strong on wood and waiting for the place to come to him, but KZ Star actually walked around the back of A, I do believe, and he must be feeling a little bit annoyed about that there, because he did get pushed while Kex was watching it. So finally, Nexus clawing back a couple of rounds here at last.
You say that, but I mean, still, that round was really won by, you know, kind of a mixture of random play. Infused couldn't really do much about it. They had two towards A, two towards Sandbags area. I mean, Alpha, one of their main AKs on the B side, was taken down. And to me, if I take out Alpha on B long, a couple of red bells are going to go off in my head and be like, hey, push down B long. It's completely open pretty much. Leaf grabbing himself 2 frags though. Future and Bocco both dropping. Now, Infused are proving even more why the hell Anexis should not be going A. But it is all down to Kazian right now. I lie, it is down to Leonidas. And he has a sniper. Oh, wait, I mean Deagle.
Pretty much the same thing
I
with
was
this
about to say. Now he's waiting for some movement. Oh, spot Stormy is going to spray with his AK. Has tagged him up. Oh, and he's found the bomb. And this is a crucial step for him, as if he can take out Stormy, which he won't be able to do, unfortunately. But if he held that bomb site, pretty much GG right there, because they need to go back for the bomb or frag him, and at the moment we can see 2-on-1s for Nexus. Does not seem like their speciality tonight.
Definitely not. They do seem to only pick up these rounds in dribs and drabs when things really click by either a little bit of luck and nades or the opening frag onto Alpha. Now, we do have a tit-for-tat start there with the opening nades evening out, but Cesium will pick up the frag onto the A player, which would have been Bocco trying to make his way to that bomb, but doesn't have any luck, and we are left in a 4-on-2 situation. I'm going to have to watch Stormy here, who's renowned for his clutching ability, because this man just picks up the kills when they're not even available, but Kex says, hell no, and locks him out, and I believe that's the first half gone already.
Oh, you really cursed Stormy there.
I did indeed. I feel almost bad.
That was quite rude of you. Gonna have a quick ready up as we go here into the second half. 8-4. It's difficult for Anexis to come back from this one. Then again, they random play on a defensive side of map. I mean, the thing is, when you're pushing A and you know there's two people A, it's you know, if you take out two people, you move into A. But with Anexis at the moment, the way they've been playing, pushing 2A, 3A, that kind of stuff, I don't think Infused will be able to predict them that much on defense. And right now we can see it. They're currently just lining up for Future to absolutely decimate, and it is all down to Alpha right now. He's on that B long, he's got his AK with him, gold AK even. I think he's going to come out on top of this one. He's trying to bait out some fire, trying to find a frag at the moment, but he's being surrounded by this Anexis side and will be taken up by Zycox in the 8-8-5 as a scoreline. And from the first round, Anexis seem a lot more cozier on defense.
Very, very much so. And Future really just turreting his way through the Infused team, which just stopped that attack altogether. But be happening. And he's getting tagged up with an inch of his life, and finally Zycox will just walk into this A house and dominate them. He just mopped up the whole Infused team almost. And that was a little bit sloppy, not locking down every entrance from Infused and just kind of leaving it one-on-ones and a little bit messy.
No, a little bit. I mean, they did bring it back in the end, but unfortunately, yeah. Now, 8-6 to scoreline. The Nexus really bringing this one back at the moment. I mean, 2 rounds on defense, 2 rounds on their scoreboard. And having a look over at the scoreboard itself at the moment, you know, frags-wise, nothing special at the moment. Stormy and Zycox standing a little bit for their team, 15 and 13 frags. Leonidas on top for his team with 13 frags, and Kex at the bottom with 8, along with Leaf. So, you know, I was about to say 2 of the stars in the team at the bottom for the Infused side, but it's not like it's the 2-star guys. If I look at the lineup of Infused these days, I mean, Kexstar, top scope, Leaf, top SMG, Kazium coming up really big. I mean, he's doing a lot more than what I expected from him, or from what I'd known him. And then of course Alpha and Leonidas, just superb AKs on their own. And now we see this Infused attack pushing into the A side. Kazium taking point as he moves forward. There's 2 towards back A, and this is the thing. Anexis have got 3 players in A at the moment to defend this bomb side. And they've taken out 1, and I can't expect another 2 really. But Barco on that roof A does take out Kazium. KZ start taking out Leaf, and now it is all down to Mr. Alpha once again. It won't happen though, and he will be taken out by KZ Star. 8-7 is your scoreline, and Anexis coming back.
Yeah, it does seem as though that real strong start from Infused just doesn't seem to be carrying over into this half, and we have to see what Anexis are doing so right in this A bomb house, because they're just shutting down any attempt that Infused are trying to make. And I'm going to follow Bocker here. He's made his way into the A area. Let's get the tag up there onto Leaf, but doesn't manage to land the frag. But Zycox will finally shut down one of the SMGs, which would be Cesium, and Alpha dropping as well, and the frag seems to be coming in so quick and fast for the Anexis team. Another one picked up by Zycox, a fantastic SMG push. He seems to be so aggressive and getting away with it. But Leaf finally goes down, and that's it. Because the SMGs from Anexis are just rolling free up this map. You know, you've got Zycox making his way anywhere he wants to, and just not being shut down.
Too true. Now, again, you know, I don't know. Infused seems to be the one struggling now. It seems that they can't, you know, it seems that they can't break through the Anexis defense at the moment. But it seems we are having a change up of strats here as Infused do go towards this B side. Barco falling all the way back. There's only 1 player in A for Anexis at the moment, and if they rotate it back, they can easily grab this frag. Leaf watching back A, looks away at the worst time possible. Lands a shot there onto Zycox, but Zycox going to shut him down. Barco grabbing a second frag as he takes out KZ Star. 2 versus 3, and the tides have turned, as it is now in the hands of Anexis, and it is in their hands very comfortably. I'm going to be repeating myself here, but Alpha, 1 versus 3, Golden AK has the bomb, You know, when you have these many opportunities to clutch, I'm pretty sure you can grab one of them. No, not this one. Next one. Bocco finishing him off. They will take it to 8-9, and Anexis have the lead. And I did not think I'd be saying that this match.
No, I'm with you on that one. I'm almost worried for the Infused boys who are letting this slip out of their hands, but I'm going to follow Zicox here, who will be going for that mid push. He's been capitalising on this ability to rush anywhere he wants to be. He won't be finding any Infused players in this area because they've all gone B and all have been shut down almost already by Future and KZ Star, picking up a frag each, shutting down the SMG impact that Infused did have. KZ Star picking up another. Zicox finally coming up good, picking up Leonidas there, taking him down, and that is a B attack gone in a space of a few seconds.
No, I mean, we were kind of repeating ourselves last time where we said, you know, Nexus couldn't get into A, or they struggled getting through mid, but Infused can't even get out of spawn at the moment. I'm going to have a look at the overview map here. They haven't touched blue yet. They've kind of got one going down B long. They've made no real effort to get into that A sign just yet. And I have a feeling right now that the Nexus frags are going to start coming out as Infused start peeking. So they try and find something. Kazium on this B long, and he does get taken out by Zycox. Here's a player that was moving in towards that lower A side. Alpha and Leaf though on that B long. A lot slow play coming out from Infused. Kex from spawn takes out Stormy. And now Nexus actually being punished for peeking out. But, I mean, they're still pretty much in spawn. They've got one in blue, one broken wall, one kind of pushing down B long, and Kex all the way still back in spawn. So, they are winning this round by getting the picks of Nexus players that are peeking at the moment. Leaf flashing a table, making sure that it does stay white. Now, Leaf grabbing the frag onto Bocco, and they know Future's going to be the other one on that B bomb site. They can expect that a team like Anexis is going to be splitting their defenses to try and cover two bomb sites. And Future in a very bad situation. And it will be Infused coming out on top of that one. 9-10 to scoreline. And Infused now need to start fighting back a bit.
Yeah, you can tell that Infused tried to slow it down a little on the attack. Not be afraid to work for the one-on-ones, you know, push for the clutches and try and, you know, play for the picks and not just the initial frags, which don't seem to be happening for them. Hopefully they'll learn from this again and go for those slower peaks, not die to the initial frags and nades. And you can see Alpha already trying to get them a little peek onto A, see if you can see anyone being a little bit too aggressive and punishing him for it. You can see how Infused is trying to cut off every angle they can. You already see it. Cesium has dropped that SMG, I believe, and picked up the AK just to slow it down that extra touch. But I think this Kex has been tagged up a little, but Alpha finally coming under some fire here because, you know, the next team getting a little bit bored, wondering where the hell are you guys? Because they're playing so slowly and carefully, waiting for that first frag to happen to capitalise on it. And just trying to find a player. They do seem to be slowly making their way down B long, and the first frag will go to KZ Star, who picks it up onto Cesium. But Alpha will reply saying, "Get the hell away from my team," but a little bit too late, almost evening up the frags, and there's a 4-on-4, but Stormy and Bocco picking two frags up in quick succession, and Infused maybe not taking their time enough on the real important peaks, but I do see it being swiftly left all in the hands of Kexstar as soon as Alpha drops, which he will do to the SMG of Bocco. And it is all onto the scope for the Infused team. He does have the bomb in hand, very Paradox-esque. He does have a player coming behind him, does get tagged up, but doesn't manage to die just as yet. And Zicox will shut him down with the headshot onto Kex. And it's another round gone to the hands of the Anexis team.
Now, I just want to put this, guys, into perspective for you guys, right? 12 rounds, Infused grab 4, and Nexus grab... Sorry, Infused grab 8, and Nexus grab 4. 20 rounds, right? After 20 rounds, Infused have only grabbed one more than what they had, and now Anexis have grabbed 7 rounds. So they're pretty much, at the moment, going to go duplicate exactly what Infused did, but by denying Infused 3 rounds. And I mean, Anexis only got 4, so if you're denying Infused 3, your defense is just so much better than Infused at the moment. And now we will see Infused once again trying to push down their B long. They've realized that they cannot get into A. So they have to try something different. Leonidas coming up with that AK. And he is ducking and diving behind any cover he can find, covering his backside. He's going to move on to that bomb side. He's got Kazium who's going to be covering for him. Kazium takes out Bocco, fakes on the bomb side, watches that B link. Oh, and if you watched it for a split second longer, would have found a frag. Stormy taking out Leonidas. Kazium back onto Stormy. But now Kazium needs to expect a B long push, and he does, but Zycox's reaction times just so much quicker, and it's going to come out on top of that one. And now we see Anexis on game points. Wow.
Yes, Cesium's got to be kicking himself for that. That was a real vital frag that if he picked up could have changed the tide and a little bit of attitude, you know. It's always good to pick up the frag when it's vital in that one-on-one situation. Finally, Cesium does get a little bit of revenge for the last round, but maybe almost too late. But Leaf picking up one for himself, and the SMG's finally coming up strong for that Infused team. Pick up a frag each, and once again showing their prowess here, picking up 2 more, but Gex finally showing down Cesium's slight reign there with a nade of his own. All leaving it to the Hungarian machine Stormy with 4 infused players to shut down. Deagling hand, he's making his way to the B-long area, hoping to find a stray infused player around this mid-area section. Doesn't seem to see anyone as of yet, but there is a player in that hardware house waiting for this moment, and he will capitalise in his Kex, maybe just killing Cesium there for that SMG. Rude.
I just want to mention, Casium was staring at Stormy on sandbags before he got naded by his teammate. He was literally standing there, it's like, oh, there's Stormy laying down. Oh wait, what's this on TeamSpeak? I'm going to be naded by a teammate? And then unfortunately died. So, he did have the opportunity, but unfortunately, Kex denying his own teammate a frag. Walker pushing up mid, takes out Casium, grabbing 1 frag and dying. And now the rest of Anexis have to try and clean up his attack that he's trying to do, and you do find SMGs like that would push in, try and grab 2 frags, and then die, which is fine because you know you've taken out 1 more than what you would have if you were sitting back, kind of thing. Because in COD 4 you can expect a player to get about a kill a round, so an SMG grabbing 2 frags, dying, allowing his team to clear up the rest of the round, standard. But if you're pushing in and you're only grabbing 1 frag and then dying, you're leaving a gap in your defenses for Infused to push somewhere. Now Leonidas falling back to spawn. KZ Star being taken out by his Deagle. Stormy onto Alpha. 1 versus 3 for Leonidas. Does not have the bomb anywhere near him. And Anexis will be taking it. 10-13. And with that, we call GG. And with that, a match is going to be coming up. Another match, I'm saying. Another match.